Welcome to another segment of SII Motivational Minutes with your host, Dwight Lee. And on this segment, we're going to be talking about limiting decisions. And what I mean by limiting decisions is it's said that we make about 35,000 decisions per day. So what we can do is we can look at the results that we're receiving in different key areas of our life, like health-wise, relationship-wise, financial wise, and then career path wise. We can look at these categories one by one and look at the results that we are receiving. Okay. And if we're not totally satisfied with those results, we can trace it back to a limiting decision that's in the subconscious mind. Now, it's invisible, but we know that there's a root cause because you're receiving these particular results and you're dissatisfied with those results. And vice versa, where we may have someone that's totally satisfied with the results, they also have an empowering limiting belief instead of they have a positive belief. That's why they're able to receive those results. So here's my advice for those that have results in the area of health. If you want to lose weight, career path, things not going right on the job or whatnot. And then, your bank account, like if you're getting NSF charges or, your balance is always low, there is a limiting belief that is the cause of that. So if you want to look at, let's just be neutral and look at relationship wise. Okay, if you having some issues with the relationship, maybe there's, casual arguments or, just disagreements or whatnot, kind of some disharmony, which is normal. But if it's happening like every day or every other day, then there's some things that's going on there. And, both parties are involved, but you have to deal with yourself because you can't control or change anybody else. But what you can do is you can take a look at how you're communicating to yourself. There's a limiting belief or a limiting decision there because of maybe what you've seen in childhood. So the best thing you have to do is get out a sheet of paper and write down some of the childhood experiences as it relates to relationships and see if anything pops up, that stands out. If an event stands out, that's the isolated incident that is causing you this disharmony in your relationship, because things happen to us, or we view things that happen, in between the age of 4 and 7, and that thing is controlling us in terms of that category of life, relationship. So what we have to do is we have to go tap back in and reframe that event to free ourselves to come out of that child stage, because that's just a one-off event. It wasn't meant to be cast in stone and to control your relationships in your adult life. But in fact, that is exactly what it's doing. So that's the route that we have to go to, straighten that situation out and be able to get progress where now you're communicating with yourself more effectively. You can kind of turn the other cheek and be more harmonious with your mate, and just understand that you're not going to be offended. You're not going to be focusing on being right. You want everybody to win, and you want to have peace in your household. We've been live on SII Motivational Minutes with your host, Dwight Lee, talking about limiting decisions and limiting beliefs in multiple areas focused on relationships. Thank you for tuning in.